Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Masud. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what it's like to actually study physiotherapy in your first year on the Bachelor of Science degree. So if you're applying for the Bachelor of Science, I'd imagine you've probably just done your A-levels and you're leaving college, and the next step is to go on to uni. Or you've taken a long sort of hiatus from full-time study and you're returning to sort of academia now, and you've probably just done a access course or foundation degree to get you onto the course. Now we've got onto the course and we're super excited to start studying and train to become physios, right? That's good. I think it's really good to have that enthusiasm and excitement because you will definitely need it as you go through the degree. That's not a negative thing, but I'm just telling you the truth. But in my first year, I just want to say that coming back to my first initial point, whether you're just leaving school or you're just returning to full-time academia, I think everyone is in the same boat. And one thing that from personal experience that I sort of went through was I was really not that confident in my first year as a physio, just because I thought that everyone was smarter than me, and I overthought a lot. Just because there was a lot of new things that was in the content, and it took me a while to sort of digest and learn, and it made me a lot more nervous during practical sessions because I didn't really feel like I knew the content, but I probably did. It was more sort of a confidence issue. This then led me to sort of not pass 2 of my practical exams in my first year. Just because I was overthinking and not really sort of in the present moment. And I think this is very, very natural to feel in your first year and possibly even in your second and third, because physios in general are very, very competitive. And in the cohort that I had, I'd imagine it's pretty much similar across the country, but in the cohort that I had, a lot of the people there were very competitive about grades. So this can be a good and bad thing in terms of actually, being around people who are going to push you to higher levels, or actually make you feel like you're not that great. In my case, it was like that, but I think as I went through the course and I went through the placements, I started to realize that, okay, I'm not that bad. I was doing quite good in the placements, and that gave me confidence to know that I actually know my stuff, really. So yeah. First year, everyone's going to be really competitive. You're going to be basically learning the foundation for your practice. So what you'll be doing is really learning about the anatomy side of things, building a foundation for your manual skills, like assessing functional limbs, muscle power testing, looking at range of movement. So that's like musculoskeletal sides, learning how to auscultate properly, basic stuff really, how to do the active cycle of breathing, learning about positioning. You might learn about sort of some neuro conditions and what symptoms they have and the research around it. So those are the sort of the things that you will learn, just so they give you a little bit of firepower in your physio toolbox. When you go out on placement, you have a little bit of treatments to give and prescribe, and you can actually have an impact. So I'm not sure if this is the case with other unis, but in my uni, Plymouth University, in my first year, we actually completed a placement. So in that placement, it kind of gave me an idea of what to expect and what it's actually like. Because in the first year, you don't really know what it's like, because all you're really doing is learning from your books and your PowerPoints, lectures, seminars, and practicals, and you're practicing with your mates in your cohort. But of course, that's not really the same as you are when you go out on placement, because now you're dealing with real people, and real people have real problems. So it's kind of hard to imagine the problems that you learn about in the lecture room, in your practical room with your mates, because you just have to imagine that they have those problems, but you only really know what it's like when you're actually on placement. So definitely, I think if you're going on placement in your first year, that's going to be really cool. It's really going to open your eyes up to what physios actually do, and yeah, just make you feel hopefully a little bit reassured, knowing that you're doing okay and what you've learned in the classroom has translated over to the placement or real life. So yeah, first year, apart from that, this is really the best chance for you to experience uni life, break out your shell and just socialize with other people, do fun things, hobbies, go out. Not saying that you can't do all these things in the second and third year, but first year, 100%, I would say that you probably have the most time to do all of these things. In the second and third year, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. The intensity of the course is going to sort of be ramping up, and you'll have less and less time to allocate to doing these sort of fun things or other things outside of your studies. So definitely take advantage and explore the city you're studying in. It's a good opportunity for you to really, grow in other ways outside of your physio skills. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. In your first year, you should really, take it in. It's not really there to test you. It's there for you to sort of get an idea of what everything is like. From my understanding, many unis don't tend to grade the first year, or if they do grade it, they will grade it at 10% of the overall degree. So hopefully that feels a little bit less like pressure to you, and you can just go out and study and just take it in. If you are looking to sort of do extra things, you can also, before you get into the course, you can just, like I say to everyone, just learn a little bit about anatomy, do the basic stuff like learning about muscle names and their actions, what movements they do. That's really going to help you out and give you a little bit of a boost when you get onto the course. Yeah. Apart from that, guys, that's pretty much it. I think you will do fine. Just, have confidence in yourself, and you'll be fantastic. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Like this video, share it if you can, comment down any thoughts you might have had, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you soon.